Hello, folks. Wanted to make another post here. I'm not a big. I'm not. I've said this, I think, last year's post. I'm gonna start doing this every year because I'm proud of my Christmas tree, and I gotta show some people. This one came out pretty damn nice. Not as big of a tree as I would have liked. Usually we go a little bit bigger, but this year we did not celebrate Christmas here. We went down to see my aunt in Connecticut. So we left the tree alone this year for Christmas, which is always sad because I put so much time and effort into these trees. And you want to be with your own Christmas tree for Christmas, but we had a great time at my aunt's house. So I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, but I wanted to show you all. Showed you my tree last year. This is my tree this year. $50. Cheap. Cut your own. I felt bad taking its life. Yes, that is. Some of you would be like, you gotta be kidding me. Feel bad taking a tree's life. I don't know. Some of you understand. It's such a beautiful tree. I feel like kind of a murderous a-hole cutting its life short. But as long as I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna show it off in its true glory to all you people. It's a really nice shape. It's got sort of a classic Christmas tree shape. I'll tell you the key, as if I didn't say it last year, when I did the same video last year. It's the garlands. Notice the loops on the garlands. Although, oh my goodness, I'm realizing that something has fallen off. But you do want to get kind of like an even you want those garland droops to be unimpinged, you don't want any other branches touching into them, so you have like nice, as even loops as you can get. For the most part, I've achieved that. We've got some red ribbons, really add a nice red and green kind of situation. Got 2 strands of lights. It looks like more than that, but I've got the twinkly lights, which I think I've mentioned last year, which I'm still not getting paid by Twinkly. If they want to pay me someday, my phone is waiting for your call. Maybe this could be a new thing. I've heard of people getting sponsored for playing instruments and using amps. Well, maybe I can be sponsored for using twinkly lights. I highly doubt it, but I do such a good job with these twinkly lights that they should be giving me money anyway. Not making any money from them, but this one strand of twinkly lights, they're expensive. They're like $200. Well, they used to be. I think they've dropped to $150. But all we have to do, the lights kind of take care of themselves. You use one strand of twinkly lights, which is basically 2 strands in one. They give you like one set of twinkly lights covers the whole tree. In fact, I had too many colored lights, and so the color gets more intense at the top. I don't know if you can tell, but it's hard to tell, and it just works so well. And then we intermingle the twinkly lights with a strand of white. So I like white. Not to say that when it comes to tree lights, I like white. Let's just make that clear. So yeah, when you combine the white with the twinkly colored lights, you get a nice full coverage. And all it takes is 2 strands. These lights used to be a pain in the ass. You used to pick the colors and layer and everything like that. Now the twinkly lights take care of a lot of that for you. You just have to layer it in with the white. And meanwhile, I'm doing like a lot of this kind of stuff this year, where I have like the balls hanging inside of the little peaks made by the garland. Do that down here too. See that? That gives a good look. I try to get even dispersal of the red bows so that they're not too heavily concentrated. And then I should focus in on these real quick. These are special. These are called the Dingman bells. My dad's coworker back in the 80s, believe it or not, those decorations are from the 80s. There's quite a few of them, if you see here. There's another one. They're a little bit. My mother thinks they're cheesy, but we love them. We use the Dingman bells every year. This is important. I get the Dingman bells right. That's like our most signature item. And 2 types of bows, red bows, plaid bows. And lots of ornaments that stretch all the way back to the 1980s. Many, many. Here's one of my favorites I made as a little kid in 3rd grade. My little gingerbread man who's kind of taped up because he's been torn, but he's a good little guy there. And yeah, this is my tree. It's a thing of beauty. It's just after Christmas now. It's always kind of sad when Christmas passes, and it's sort of like Christmas tree becomes an echo of the recent holiday. It's amazing how the magic kind of dies as soon as Christmas is over, but I don't think it's totally gone, as you can see here. So this is something I put a lot of time and effort into every year. This one came out great. Next year, we're looking to get one that's even taller. But considering the height of this one, which is not too short, really, we have a big ceiling, so we can obviously go a lot further. But considering that we picked this one rather quickly, it really is beautiful. It's a beautiful tree. So, just wanted to send you people I'm not a huge, I guess I'm more of a pagan than a Christian, probably, but I don't know. I wouldn't know if I'd say that. I like to believe, I think Christianity is right on in a lot of ways as far as what Christ said, so, 10 Commandments and all that, and Sermon on the Mount, good stuff. I don't know. It's really, I think the timing of Christmas is more timed around the pagan holiday than it was about. And I think they were saying that Jesus Christ wasn't even necessarily even born in December at all. I think they said sometime in spring or something like that. So it is all kind of random, really. But I do love the Christmas holiday, despite all the commercialism and the sort of obligation to buy presents. My family doesn't really see it that way as much. We just use it as a time to spend together, have a great meal. We have a traditional Italian Christmas dinner. It's seafood on Christmas Eve and pasta on Christmas Day. So we had a hell of a seafood feast on Christmas Eve. A lot of people, big group. Must have been like 20-something people, which was fun. And then Christmas Day was a smaller affair, about maybe half the people. And we had ravioli from Arthur Avenue, which I believe is in, I forget if that's in the Bronx. I don't know. I think it's in the Bronx anyway. Arthur Avenue. Borgatti's ravioli, the best ravioli in the world. You can get it ordered, actually. Again, I'm not getting paid by Borgatti either. And asked my aunt to make me brujol, which she did. If you've never had brujol, highly recommended. We had sausages, we had meatballs, we had pecorino romano grated. It was very fancy, very delicious. My aunt's a great cook. So I hope your Christmas Eve and day was as exciting and delicious as mine was. It's really kind of sad now it's all over, so waiting for New Year's. I'm going to be going to see some friends in New York City for New Year's. Seeing some music, so looking forward to that. But yeah, hope you had a Merry Christmas and joy to the world and all that. And this is my tree, edition 2025. I will do it again every year from this point forward. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope your holiday was as fun as mine was.